SwoleBenji here. Today we are evaluating if following blobs around in yellow zones and healing them and tagging as many allies and as enemies as possible is a decent way to farm faction points. Now, I don't know for certain if it is over solo ganking, but we're going to get some numbers today and we will start the 30-minute timer once I catch up to a blob, which they were going north. And I will eat a food buff as the timer. Now, I'm using a blight staff so I can tag as many enemies and allies as possible. A cooldown reduction set so I can spam as many of these abilities as possible. And I have a bear mount swap so I can tag as many enemies as possible without being downed. I believe the blob is over here. Yes, it looks like they are. So, we should be approaching enemies soon. Yep, there's the blob. And I will get into that circle, eat the food, and we will begin the timer. You can see on the screen my starting faction points. So I'm already being attacked. So let's eat the food, and we will start AoE healing now. Now we're tagging all these allies, so everything that they do, we get some credit for. I'm going to cast some healing buffs on myself. Then I'm going to spread it to everyone else. Now I'm going to use my cooldown reduction armor while sprinting and tag every ally, so I'm giving them boosts. Then I'm going to press my E again, which again is going to heal everyone and tag them. That's the most important part. And then I'm going to throw some autos at the boss because it's about to die. Cast some heals on myself. Spread it to everyone that I can. And there we go. So we've pretty much tagged everyone in this area. We're standing in the circle. We're not mounting because they fixed it, where you can't be mounted to cap anymore. And I can still continue to tag people here. So I've got 3 heals stacked to myself. I'm going to cast W, and that's going to spread it around, and there we go. Once this caps, we will move on. We're just following the blob as far as they will take us. And you can see my faction points was 56, 6, 6, 11, but now it's 802 because we just captured that. So now I can get rid of this overlay for now. And we're going to see how much we earn in this 30 minutes. Now, it does feel like that at the start of your day, when you don't have your daily completed, that you earn more, and then over the course of the day, your earnings slow down. I don't know if that's true or not. There's no documentation anywhere. There's no guides anywhere. There's no official statements or releases. Now, the reason I'm using the Snow Husky is so I can quickly move around the map. This allows me to zip around and get into the action much faster than any other mount. And the reason I'm using the bear is so I don't die, while I can tag as many enemy players as possible. So just mass healing, everyone isn't going to do too much to speed up these capture points. Having a DPS set obviously would. But I am tagging other players, so if they wander off in the next few minutes and down anybody, then I get credit for that. So, because I count as an assist. And that's what this build is all about. And I'll go over the build right now, sure. Alright, so I'm using a flat 4 blight staff. Yeah, that's right, flat 4. Alright. And I do have some spec into this. I think I have 11 spec into this, since I am a great nature user. And there we go. Point is now being captured. So the next up I have a Royal Jacket, 4.1, it was cheaper than a flat 4. This allows me to do cooldown reduction, which you can mount up and spread, by the way. So the goal, remember, the goal is just to tag everyone you can with as much effects and healing as you can. That's all. That's all you need to do. Now I count as an assist for everything that these people do. And yeah, this is a 4-star area. So what that usually means is that everything we do is worth more points, but also it means that the enemy is more prone to defend this area and push us out. So we will see what happens. Now with the Snow Husky, I can use its active ability plus when it gains a gallop to be the fastest moving mount in the entire game. This allows me to always be where the blob is going. It allows me to traverse the map incredibly quickly. And before the cooldown runs out, I can just dismount and then remount, and then I don't suffer the penalty of the active ability. Which the active ability makes you run 90% faster. You combine that with your gallop speed of 132%, and there is no faster mount in the game. Yes, there is a mount with 5% faster gallop, but it does not have the 90% increased run speed. So this guy, he's taking some damage. I'm gonna top him off with 3 little heals so I get assist credit. Spread that everywhere. Press E, and yes, I am aware that my overhealing is causing people to be healing sick, and that's fine. We don't care if they die or not. We only care if we tag them, because we just want to tag them as much as possible. And yes, I will talk about the rest of the build. I recommend a omelet, so that you can get your cooldowns back faster, which allows you to tag more players faster. And you can be nice and heal them, you know, it's alright. It's all good. There is an enemy player coming in from the left. He might try to blow us up. But as a healer, we generally will mostly have full health. Remember, just run around and heal everyone that you can. And after this, I'll talk more about the build and how it works. Make sure to throw some auto attacks on the boss as well. This apparently gives you credit. There we go. Alright, so the rest of the build now. We have the Assassin Hood. This will let you get your cooldowns back on everything faster. We have just any kind of leather shoe with a refreshing sprint. This lets you get your cooldowns back faster. And here comes a guy. He's on a bear mount. I'm using an undead cape so that if I'm about to die, I can escape and not have to suffer a 9,000 silver repair bill. I have healing potions just in case. And that's pretty much the build. So how long have we been doing this now? 24 minutes. Now every once in a while you will get a bonus to Defense of the Land, right? By playing in faction warfare stuff, every so often at certain intervals, which I don't know how long the intervals are or what triggers them, you will get a huge bonus chunk of points for being active, you know, doing faction stuff. So that's your main source of points, right? Because I'm capturing a point here. It gave me, what, 190? Something like that. It's not really that much. That's not something that you would actively farm, right? However, whenever you get those points for Defense of the Land, that's when things get serious, and you can get anywhere from like 3,000 to 16,000 points. It really depends on what you're doing, what your faction's doing. I don't really know exactly how it's graded or how it's calculated. I've looked through so many videos to try to figure it out, and it's just a complete mystery to me. Like, I have no idea. So I'm gonna use my cooldown helmet and get all my cooldowns back. And we're just mass healing as many people as we can. Also, the Blight Staff, this healing aura slows your enemies down, right? So it's really useful because it tags your allies and your enemies. It's one of the best tagging weapons in the game. Now, this build does draw aggro very easily, especially if there's no tanks in the group. You can pull aggro because you're healing so many targets, right? You got to be careful. And if you get aggro, you just run out. It won't reset the fight. He won't fully heal. He'll just aggro to the next target. You see, we are tagging as many players as possible here. And our mana is okay. You can use a Thetford Cape if you're having mana problems, but I've tagged all these people so many times over that, you know, we're completely fine. And this guy here, with the... I can't target him for some reason. There we go. Yeah, he's got the 8-3 Energy Shaper. What a Chad. I don't understand why he's using Assassin Jacket, though. That's a little weird. Oh, by the way, you want to be dismounted when this thing captures, so you get the points. So there we go, 190. Now, again, like I said, that's not that much, but whenever you get the Defense of the Land bonus, which we'll see it, like, this thing will jump up and fill up almost instantly once we get it. Especially since we're so deep in with a 4-star zone. Now, you don't have to use this build. You can use any other build you want. I don't even know what the most efficient build is, but this is what I believe to be the most efficient build for tagging allies and enemies to min-max your points and get you as many assists as possible. And this is what I believe is the fastest, you know, long travel mount in the game. And like I said, the bear is for tagging enemy players. So whenever the enemy blobs up to counterattack us, which always eventually happens. You can't just roam around the zone the whole day, never, you know, finding any resistance. There will always be people out to try to stop you. That's kind of the point of faction warfare. We capture a bunch of zones, and the closer we get to Martlock, eventually we're going to meet the Martlock army, and we're going to be pushed back. There's nothing you can do about it. It's going to happen. So you got to make the most of it, right? And in order to do that, you know, you want to tag as many enemies and allies as possible. I know I'm just like a broken record. I keep repeating myself. I'm sorry, but I'm really trying to educate and bring the point here, because I know people in the comments ask, and yes, I have made videos on this subject before and showing exactly how to do this and with this exact method, but we're just seeing how much 30 minutes will earn us. That's the whole point of today's video, is in 30 minutes time, how much are we making from this? How much can we expect to make on average? And that's why we're doing it. But yeah, we don't have a lot of DPS. This guy's taking a while to kill. And I know we could have a bigger army and that would help, but... Oh, by the way, the Martlock guy, he can really burst you down. If he gets 3 Stalactites spawned right under you, into his whirlwind, into his knockback-like thing, right? So there we go, we have tagged everyone. Stay dismounted. I can tag everyone again. There we go. Well, it tags a certain amount of people, not everybody, but yeah, there we go. Nice and tagged up. Looks like number 2 got recaptured by Martlock. I don't see a blob on the map, though, but they could be spread or highly mobile, or it could be a pre-made task force, which those are always scary. Like, if you encounter the enemy faction and they all have the same, like, clan tag, that means they're, like, in Discord together. They're collaborating. They're gonna have tanks, and they're gonna have, you know, Camlan maces that bunch you up into a ball, and then they're just gonna drop meteors and laser beam you down. Alright, so, so far we have not really earned that much. It's been, how much time? It's been about 12 minutes, right? 12 minutes we've been working on this zone, and there are the enemy players, so here's what we do. We're going to back away, and we're going to switch mounts, and mount up as the bear. Now, as the bear, we aren't getting dismounted, we're not getting killed, we're not getting zoned back, and we can run straight up to these players who are about to die, and press R as quickly as possible. I didn't get the tag on that guy, but this guy. So, the bear aura makes them deal less damage, but you see it debuffs them, so now I'm an active participant of that guy's death, and I just earned 80 faction points for that, right? I gained the assist. And then oh, there we go. Faction point defense 2,127 for the defense of the faction, which is not that much, okay? That was not a lot. But again, we are sharing it with this Zerg, you know? And since we're getting all assists, don't worry, there's another video that's going to be made in this series, and it's going to be solo faction ganking, which I believe to be extremely highly profitable. Here comes a sword user. So let's see if I can tag him with my aura. I did not tag him in time. But see, all these people that I've been healing, if they go and kill a person, I get credit for that. Because I'm their, you know, designated healer, right? So, yeah, and anyone I tag with this cooldown refreshing aura, again, same thing, man. So that's why we're doing this build. And, yeah, does it help our faction? Well, it kind of does. I mean, they're getting heals, they're getting cooldown reduction. It's not completely useless. You know, if someone wants to complain that I'm just taking up a spot or whatever, then, yeah, sure, I could put on 8.3 and pull some weight, but the rewards will be the same. There you go. Region capture, 4,100. So we're doing all right so far. Remember, this was a 4-star region, which they normally aren't. So that's an anomaly in itself, right? Let's tag all these people up. And we still don't have a blob, so I'm going to switch back to the Husky. That way I can follow the... Now we only got 25 for that capture instead of 190. When I gank like fishing bots and stuff solo, I can get anywhere from like 300, like 200 to 300 faction points. And in my gank set, I can dismount other players and kill them while doing stuff like this. So they're visiting the chest. What? Remember, I'm just following the blob. This guy's dismounted. What's he got? He's got tiered 5. Oh, that's easy. I'm waiting for these guys to dismount. Come on now. Like, this is an easy kill. Are y'all gonna dismount? Come on now. There you go. Let's go. Fight him. I'm your designated healer. And I'll just slow him down with my aura. Heal everybody up. Nice and good. And down he goes. How much do I get for that? I got 1. I got 1 faction point for that. Alright. Sure. Where did our blob go? The enemy blob is now on the point, you can see. I'm gonna swap to bear. And we're gonna get on that point. There we go. Is that an enemy blob, or was that... I don't know. The game is weird sometimes. It's just 2 people. Like, I can still tag them. See, I tagged that guy, I tagged this guy. There we go. Now, if he dies in the next couple minutes, I get credit, so... I have no idea... Oh, here's some dudes. Well, that guy's going down. But see, I'm on the bear, so they can't really get me. There's not much they can do. They can attack me all they want. The bear is just... It's too strong. See? These guys... That's a fun name there. I'm not going to say it out loud, but... Oh, missed me. See, this is why we use the bear mount. Because they can't do it. If we were on like a horse, we would be down so fast. Alright, I don't know where our faction is anymore. So now we have to find it. Are they at Croker Hill? It looks like they're at Croker Hill. So we can switch to the Husky now once we're out of combat. About 18 seconds after being hit. Just waiting for... there we go, we're out of combat. We can swap to the Husky. And we got put on cooldown, that's fine. How much time we got? We got 15 more minutes to earn some more points. Alright. So we did do the daily in like, what, 15 minutes by just following the Zergs? Which is fine, if you just want to do the daily and get the chests, I mean, more power to you, right? But I want to min-max faction point farming, and I know a lot of people are going to say, well, you got to go to tier 7 group dungeons, tier 7 static group dungeons, and that's the most. And it probably is, but that's also high risk, man. This is 0 risk right here. This is like the lazy, easy way to do it. You can sit here and watch YouTube all day and do this. There's really not much thought process to it. You just mash buttons. Alright, here's the blob. We found him. Try to... Okay, so the enemy just died. We didn't get a tag on him. Ooh, we got a tag on that guy, though. He's on a gallant giant horse, whatever you want to call it. Let's tag everyone with some cooldown reduction. Very nice. There we go. Hi, Benji. Everyone always says hi. Ooh, 205 for this point. It's only a 2-star one, though. See, I don't understand the value of capping points, because that one was 205. The others were 190, but it was a 4-star zone. This one's only a 2-star zone. About to be a 3-star zone, but still. I'm muted, by the way. For those that don't know, I am absolutely muted. I cannot reply to you in-game. Dude, that guy's farming with a flat 6 and an 8-3 satchel. What a lad. I would hate to farm dungeons in plate. That just sounds like torture, man. Like, it took me a while. Like, I remember being new. I didn't realize that your armor dictated how much damage you do. That, like, cloth is how you do the real juicy amounts of damage, right? Whereas wearing plate, you don't. You do minimal damage. There we go. Hit everyone with the little refresh. Get some heals out on them. Do the AoE heals. Then we're gonna cool down reduction time. And then we got it back. Look at all them healing numbers. Isn't it beautiful? It's literally free points. Some people got downed by the stalagmites or whatever they're called, the little things that jut out of the ground. If they all stack on you and they all hit you, you infinitely bounce between them. Okay, so that's how it works. If 2 of those spawn under you, you will bounce in between them infinitely in a never-ending loop, and it will drain your health immediately. So you gotta watch out for those. That's this guy's deadliest attack. Right. All right, just spamming more heals. We really don't have a lot of damage. Okay, there we go. This guy's really low. In our flat 4, we don't heal nearly as much, but hey, it's something, man. At least they're getting healed. Respect your healer, bro. Now you want to be careful when you're dismounted like this, because someone could sneak up invisible and then put you to sleep and drop a meteor on you. They could spin you with an axe. They can drop a Galatine pair explosion. There is so many things that they can do. Good to see you, SwoleBenji. Well, good to see you too, Jeepla. There you go, you're in the video, Jeepla. Yeah, yeah. Well, I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, yeah, people that bomb the points. Now, I've been doing a lot of research on to see if that's worthwhile doing, especially in the red zones, right? Like, people that bomb points in the red zones, they spend about 300,000 to 400,000 on their gear set and then kill like 20 people. Especially if it's a really big Zerg. But even then, the faction points that you earn from that aren't paying for the gear sets you're losing. Yeah, it's getting you a bunch of PvP fame, you know, but like that doesn't do anything. It's like Reddit karma, okay? Like, who cares how much karma you have on a Reddit account? Stack those heals up, boys. Keeping everyone nice and topped off, but not really. Yeah, this build, you see how wide my auras are and how much I'm just tagging everyone? And how I can just spam it infinitely? Like, that's the beauty of it. I can just make sure to... All you gotta do is touch everyone one time, like that guy over there. Touched him once. The next 2 minutes, anything he kills, I get a little bit of the pie. Yeah, I'm excited to see how much we earn. Alright, so is there an enemy blob yet? I mean, they're backcapping. They're essentially, like... I think there's another squad that's backcapping that again. I'm not really sure. Spread the Healy juices everywhere. You can also just click a single person and then, you know, press Q on them. That way they have some sort of healing on them. And that works too. Yeah, our blob has gotten much smaller, man. I was kind of wanting to follow a much bigger blob for faction fights, but I do realize that other factions don't have nearly as big of as an imposing force as Bridgewatch. Which is interesting because a lot of the Bridgewatch people say that it's my fault that Bridgewatch is becoming the dominant faction because all the newbies and all the YouTube viewers all went to Bridgewatch because I'm Bridgewatch. Which is fine, you know, this is a Bridgewatch channel after all. Alright, we got some people here, and so I'm going to back out, like I said. Very cowardly here. We're going to switch to the bear. This guy's coming at me, maybe? Might have went invisible? Well, it looks like the Bridgewatch guys kind of took him out. So you gotta evaluate if it's worth it. This guy probably is going to die. Nope, I got the tag. I got 80 points for that, see? All I did was, I'm on a mount. I can't be killed. Got 60 points for that guy. See? It's easy. You just got to tag him. And then you can dismount while you're still around your mount, toss out some heals if you want. Even if they're fully healed, it still counts as healing credit. Just give everyone a little touch. There you go. Now, if you want to go faster on the bear, let a mob hit you, and then you get a little speed boost. And this is why I recommend the bear. The bear is such a good mount. They nerfed it where you can't just sit on the bear and hold a capture point anymore, because used to, you can get like 3 or 4 dudes with bears and you can just infinitely contest a point where the enemy can never capture it. Alright, let's tag as many people as we can. There's Feral Neckbeard. What a lad. We got this guy. Tagged him up. My aura is gone. Someone just died. I got 70 points. Let's dismount here so we can get the recapture point. Tag these guys all up nicely, and there we go. Tag these guys all up nicely. You see? You're basically just making sure you touch everybody. As dirty as that sounds. Alright, so we have 5 minutes left. And, essentially, it's going to take more than 5 minutes to get the Defense of the Land bonus points. And we are a little bit far out from Bridge Watch. So I could start making... Oh, we got 107 there from someone dying. Oh, there's a dude. Let's tag him. Oh, he's running. I can't touch him. Come on, just a little bit more. Yeah, I got him. He's been touched. Now, when he dies, we get the points. Oh, the blob got bigger. Look at that. Reinforcements have arrived. It's like an RTS video game. It's like StarCraft. It's like, you know, someone just mass-produced a bunch of Marines. We got some members of the Alliance here. You can join the Chad Gamers. Oh, this guy's bombing. He's bombing. Oh, did he get anybody? I'm on a bear, so I can't be killed by that, by the way. So, dude, that guy attempted a bomb. I don't think he got anybody though. He didn't quite do it right. He had some specs in the staff though. You know, he had the power to do it. I just don't think he executed it properly. Alright, so we'll capture this, and that's pretty much the video, guys. That's pretty much it. But yeah, if you want to join Chad's, alright, just press G, and sort by the last language, sort by 100+, and sort by expert. And you'll see all the guilds. I have a video on it, so just search the channel. And if you want your guild to join the Alliance, then 187, that guy was worth. Remember we tagged him earlier? If you want to join the Alliance with your guild, you'll have to join the Discord and become a trusted Chad rank in the Discord. Otherwise, I don't trust you not to, you know, tarnish our image. Sorry, lads. But yeah, that's... Oh, 2,277 for the region. Okay, so we can start making our way back now. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to AFK and wait for the Defense of the Land points to roll in. And then once those stop rolling in, I will give you the final... Oh, there it was. You've earned 1,927 for your faction's Defense of the Land. So, okay, real quick. We can go... I mean, we got like 3 minutes left, but... Let's see how many points we earned. Ooh, 69. All right. All right, what do we start with? So we're gonna do 69, 8, 67, and I gotta make sure not to press my minus key. That mutes my mic. 56, 611. So we earned 13,256 points, and I will get that on the screen for you right now. And that would be 69, 867. Total earned is 13,256 in 30 minutes. I know I can beat that. I know I can beat that solo ganking, and I will work on that video sometime in the next few days. I don't know when, but essentially, that's the video. As guys, I appreciate you watching. As always, be a bro and stay swole. Make sure you return your shopping carts. Leave a like and a comment. Do both. You got to do both. Click like on the video and leave a comment. That is an algorithm cheat code. It's an algorithm combo. You like to do combos, right? It's like a fighting game, you know, like a combo. Don't be a scrub, do the combo. And I really appreciate it. It super duper helps out the channel. It means a lot to me, to everyone that does it. I really do appreciate it. Also, subscribe. 80% of you aren't subscribed, okay? We finally beat eQuart on subscriber count, okay? That's crazy. I didn't think I would ever rise above him, but he did kind of do his real life thing for a while. And he has the whole... Russian, you know, viewer base. I don't speak Russian, so I can't really get them to subscribe, but I really appreciate you guys for helping me do that. Now we just got to beat Flaccid Baron, and then eventually the Albion Online official channel, and then we have conquered Albion together, guys. believe it. Like, that's crazy. I really do appreciate it, so go ahead and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button right now, and you can always unsubscribe later if you get bored, you don't play the game, you don't like something I said. It's completely free, so go ahead and do it. I know my videos are shown to you on the... I know the algorithm gives you my videos, because you're obviously interested in Albion, right? So it shows you my videos. But hit subscribe because it really helps me out, and I do appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.